You know, I had to laugh at this particular statement from the head of the BBC, the Director General, Tim Davie. In the quote of the message that he gave regarding the disgraced anchor, Hugh Edwards, he said he didn't think there would be a way back for the disgrace presented to the corporation. Trust me, with that corporation, you never know. The only way you can't get in that corporation now is if you're middle-aged, white and blonde-haired. Trust me, that's the deal. And I can tell you that from personal experience. I presented so many things to them and they basically said, oh yeah, we like that. Could you get another voiceover person? Could you set it somewhere else? Could this person be this? They're never on the side of British heritage. I am never stunned at what's going on behind the scenes at the BBC, but now I can tell you that actually this debacle with Hugh Edwards is going to cost them millions. And this is something that they don't want you to know. Let me explain. Morning, good to see you. Thank you so much as ever for joining me. Yes, it is a funny thing, isn't it? Because when you are funded by the public, you have to really curtail to the public. I mean, that's the deal. It doesn't matter whether you're a pop star, whether you're selling a theatre thing, a cinema thing, an art opening, touring circus, even a fun fair. You need the public on side. They pay your wages. The BBC seem to have forgotten that in so many years. The disgraced presenters like Martine Cropsel are still on air, even though they openly breached impartiality laws and wars and stuff. I don't understand it, why they're just there. I'm baffled. Anybody else would be removed, but clearly too nervous to step on toes. That's what I've been told. The stories behind the scenes of the BBC are ultimately incredibly shocking, let me tell you. But now this failure to deal with this particular individual, the disgraced BBC anchor from News at 10, Hugh Edwards, well, it's literally costing them millions. That's because the main bulk of people who now still, rather foolishly some people might say, buy the TV license are over 60. And these are the over 60s that the government have just suddenly decided to whip away their winter fuel allowance of £200 and £300. So more money, more tight. Now, what's really happened is this: given the absolute leniency of that sentence which was dished out on that particular court hearing, and apparently it's all down to the fact that Hugh felt inferior because he didn't go to the right university and so was always battling against the odds inside the BBC. I mean, what a claptrap, you know? The guy's been caught out, he's admitted it. Why is he not inside? That's what a lot of people are saying. So, of course, the people that really can make a difference to the BBC are simply this. That's right. The bottom line is that they've decided they're not going to pay their TV licence, and the BBC behind the scenes are totting up what that's going to cost them, because so many people are now rejecting it, ignoring it and refusing to pay. And let's be blunt, you can't put all of these pensioners in prison because Keir has told us there's no room. No, there's no room because people have been shouting at police dogs. So this is an absolute catastrophe, another absolute shambles for the government and the BBC. But on a more serious note, this will have really big ramifications moving forward because there's going to be massive job losses. And this is all down to the fact that the head of the BBC, Tim Davie, failed to act swiftly and in a managerial way. And don't forget, Hugh has not paid back the 200,000 that he, Tim Davie, very gently, if you don't mind, could you, ask to be paid back. Who's the winner in all of this? Well, certainly not the BBC, and certainly not all the pensioners, because now they're not going to be able to watch TV because they won't have a licence. So thank those people on screen for making sure that your lives are left even on richer. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.